Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on Monday at 4 o'clock. Um, we have the Wonky ruler to demo today. I'm just going to give it a few seconds for people to log on. Um, if let's see, nobody's on yet. We just created the live, so we're running a little bit behind. Somebody's there though. So if you're there, just give us a shout out so we know who you are. You never know, we could have prizes sometimes. Okay, so the very first person is Stephanie. Stephanie, I think you got the St. Nicholas pattern the other day, didn't you? So I'm pretty sure you did. So I'm going to give you the Santa and the Big Chicken pattern. Okay. So we always like to reward you for being on time. So Stephanie, you're the lucky winner of Santa and the Big Chicken. For those of you who don't know what the pattern Santa and the Big Chicken is, I actually one year I blew the pattern up and made a ginormous chicken. But he's several decades old. He's a little bit dusty. I just took him off the shelf so I could show him to you guys. He is missing a few feet. He's in dire need of some loving care to make him presentable again. But this was one of the patterns of Eleanor Peace Bailey. So this is a ginormous chicken here with some big old legs. And then I made several elves. At one point, he was on a roll, kind of like a Trojan horse on wheels. So this was the elves riding the Santa or the chicken, and then I had one that was standing up by his legs. But it, like most things, needs to be refreshed. So here is the Santa and the chicken. So that's what you just won, Stephanie, because we like to give freebies away. But if you weren't the lucky winner, we do have the pattern. So I'm just going to go over these real quick. So if you want the Santa and the chicken pattern, he is going to be smaller because I did blow him up like 25%. But the regular size pattern is in here. S138 is $10. So if you're joining us to do the St. Nicholas's on Monday as a free Zoom, you could also do this one. And then we have the Angel Keeper of Memories. It's a box using Temtex to make it stiff. You could also use flex foam. In today's time, you could use flex foam. That wasn't around when this pattern was originally invented. But it's just a fun kind of a trinket box. You can do lots of embellishing and crazy quilting. But if you were on the Zoom today, you saw Phyllis, who just kind of went crazy and did her own thing. And I thought this would be a great pattern to use if you do the wonky ruler or you do some crazy quilting, because all you're doing is making your own fabric. So there's that. And then since I was upstairs trying to find that to give Phyllis an idea of what she could do with the crazy piece that she made. Here, these are freebies for later. We do have the Baroque Angel, which is this one up here. So if you're in the Christmas mood and you want to do a doll, we have the Baroque Angel up here. She's one of the very first dolls that Eleanor did. So she's very simple. She's a good beginner doll. So S140 is the Baroque Angel. S139 is the Angel Keeper of Memories. And S138 is the Santa on a Chicken. And then St. Nicholas, which has been on the sale the last couple of weeks because we are doing the free Zoom, S137. So if you're new to watching and you have any questions, let us know so that we can get them answered. We do lots of free Zooms, class. We do all kinds of things. Oh, I meant to grab, hang on a second. I meant to grab your names in the basket. Okay, sorry about that. I have a cold, so I'm not thinking so straight. And so this, wait here, this I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so I'm trying to really emphasize using up your scraps, because right now you don't really want to spend too much money on new fabric or start new projects because you've got the holidays and all that, but we still want to keep creating. So I'm kind of excited using up scraps and getting rid of the stash. I had a little pile of scraps I actually got rid of, and it was super exciting. Okay, let me see your comments. Welcome everybody. Gosh, I feel like I've spent the whole day with Victor. We did a class today, the Exploding Heart, this morning, and then we did the free Zoom for the Wonky Ruler, and now he's back again. So it's kind of fun spending the whole day with you. Okay, let's see. Becky doesn't have the ruler. Well, you might have to get it. It's pretty fun. Oh, Mary, I'm glad you've got the front door locked. Do not answer it, even if somebody comes knocking. Oh my gosh, Anita, post on Fabric Chicks. The stitch along. She said she's made the Angel Keeper twice as gifts. Post it on the stitch along so we can see what they look like. I hope you took pictures of it. I'm looking forward to the Santa Zoom too. Brenda, you are very correct. Victor does not sleep. I don't think he ever sleeps. Okay, I have a few of these that I brought down as giveaways, so let me know if you're on. I have Sue Delaney Matthews. And remember, if you ever get a gift, freebie from us and you don't want it, just let me know and we'll put it back in the box. So Mary Beatty, I've got Angel Keeper of Memories here, which is the bigger one we just showed you. You would be welcome to come in and, okay, Sue, I see you. Mary, you'd be welcome to come into the shop and get it done, because I know that's the only way you'll get it done. I have 2 of the Carol of the Birds. Let's see. I've got Donna Taylor and Mary Mins. Are you 2 here? Donna Taylor and Mary Mins. We have to I feel like we're going so fast, but we have to go kind of fast because I'm waiting for for the vet to call me so I can go pick up Gracie's dog. The Santa Zoom, Sue, I believe it's next Monday, I believe. And then I have, let's see, I have Jenny Duarte. Are you here? Victor, I feel like I should go to bed right after this too. Jenny Duarte. And then I have Evelyn Esparza. Okay, let me know if you guys are on. This month, for the month of November, I just kind of was experimenting with doing the Zooms on Monday mornings. One, because it helps me to get ready for the demo today. So today we'll be doing the Wonky Ruler because we did it this morning in the Zoom. They're very informal. It's just kind of to get you going, kind of a jump start on whatever the project is. Because I know that a lot of times we do the demos, you get excited, you order the ruler or you order the kits, and then by the time it gets to you, you forgot why you even ordered it. So this kind of reminds you and gets you going. Okay, Donna.
Jenny Duarte's here.
Jenny Duarte's here. Donna Taylor, Mary Mins, Mary Beatty, and Evelyn Esparza. I saw Mary. Victor's clam up instructions. Yes, Mary, remind me when after the Zoom. Okay. So I've got Mary Mins, Evelyn Esparza, and Donna Taylor. I didn't see any of them, so you guys might luck out. Okay, let's see. You got to be quick here. I've got Marilyn Cox, Peggy Cato, and Phyllis Ingmeyer. Let me know if you guys are here. While we're waiting for that, oh, the Wonky Ruler, you missed the Zoom today, Mary, but I'm going to do the demo again in just a second. So just a second, I'll do the Wonky Ruler Zoom. Phyllis Ingmeyer, Peggy Cato, Marilyn Cox. Welcome, Carol. I do want to show you, I was a little bit productive the other day. I am really getting into the felting. I did this candlestick holder. So some of you bought the Advent bag that had 11 different Christmas projects. So some of you are turning them into ornaments, but I did this cute little candlestick. I'm just going to say I'm very, very new to felting, but I am really enjoying it. I'm not so much enjoying the 3D ones because you have to be really careful and pay attention so that you don't poke yourself. So I did draw blood a few times. I did post on Fabric Chick Stitch Along the gingerbread ones that were just done. So go back and look at those. They're super fun. So if you like, I think that if you like diamond art, you would like this. Or if you like applique, you would like this. It's a easy project to do in your lap while you're watching TV or while you're talking to somebody. So I'll probably get some of these ready to go so that when I have company for the holidays, I'll be able to just pick it up and work on it. So that was a fun one I just finished. And then let me see. I don't see Carolyn, me too. The flat projects, you just poke it in. I broke 2 needles doing the candlestick just because if you go too fast and at the wrong angle, the needles just snap. So I've ordered a bunch of replacement needles because I could see how I thought it was funny when Karen said that she felts kind of like this on her chest, but she falls asleep and breaks the needles. And I thought that was kind of crazy. But now I can see how the needles are fairly thin and they do snap pretty easy. Anita, I'm with you. I think that it gets out a lot of stress, held up stress, because you're just doing that needle a billion times. Okay, let's see. I didn't see Phyllis, Ingmeyer, Peggy Cato, or Carolyn or Marilyn Cox on. Joanne, how are you feeling? Okay, let me see. Oh, Susan, I'm sorry you forgot that. But watch later. Oh, Anne's on, which just made me remind me. This Friday is the ornament Zoom for Anne. So if you got the giant rickrack, make sure you have a styrofoam ball and the little pins. If you need pins, we have the little applique pins to hold the rickrack, or she's also going to be showing lace. So make sure when you come to the Zoom on Friday, if you have any ornaments, handmade ornaments that you want to share, we would love that for show and tell. Okay, I've got 3 more winners. Joyce Larson, Sharon Weber, or Judy Hanson. I think that's Jody. I don't think we have a Judy Hannon. I bet you it's Jody Hanson. So Jody Hanson, Sharon Weber, or Joyce Larson. Sometimes it's so hard to give away things. Okay, go quick. What about Debbie H? I'm pretty sure I saw her on earlier. Debbie H, Sharon Weber, Jody Hanson, or Joyce Larson? Jody's here. Okay, Jody, I got a St. Nicholas for you. And welcome to the world of Zoom. It's kind of nice because it gives you, Eleanor used to call it parallel play, which I never could understand. But even when you're sewing, if you have somebody like on Zoom, you can keep sewing, but you know they're there. It's just kind of I don't know, helps keep you focused. Okay, Joyce Larson. We got to move the Zoom to next week. Everything is out of my sewing room. Sorry, guys. I will be ready next week. Okay, I will send out an email to everybody signed up, and so we'll reschedule it to next week. Wednesday, I'll give you the exact details, but don't plan on this Friday for Anne's ornament because she is putting new flooring in, and I hear everything They moved everything out of her sewing room, even though her sewing room wasn't getting done. So she's got to fix that up. Oh, Jody, it's kind of like when you join a Zoom, it's kind of like going to a retreat. You do have to have everything kind of set up so you can just sit down and start sewing. Otherwise, you get involved in the chit chat and all that. And today was kind of crazy. Okay, Debbie H. I've got Debbie A. Yes, she's here. Okay, Carolina Birds for you. One more. I bet, and remodeling, anytime you do home improvements, it always turns into a bigger mess than you know. Sharon Weber, Joyce Larson, I didn't see them on. I've got Catherine Callahan, Cheryl Kraft. I haven't seen either of them on. Cheryl Kraft, Jane Massengill. Poor Jane, she's probably exhausted. She was on for both of our Zooms this morning. Jane Massengill, did you log on? Oh my gosh. Okay, Jane, good job. Phew, it was sometimes it's so hard to give things away. Okay, let's do the demo real quick. Just in case I'm waiting for the vet to call so I can pick our dog up by 5. And let me just double check and make sure she hasn't called. Sorry. Nope. Okay, so the Wonky Log Cabin, you do need the trimming tool. Your finished block is going to be 10 inches. So with the trimming tool, it has round 1A, round 1B, round 2A, round 2B. So these are important to learn. It's a little bit confusing if you don't read the directions, which none of us really like to read directions. So you're going to start with a 2.5-inch square in the center. So this is what your block's going to be like. And the directions do tell you so there's general directions on how to make a block. And then there's different patterns for the different projects. So here's the garden table runner. Here's a tote bag. Going My Way. Sweet 16. The Wonky Waves table runner, and the bubbles, baubles, and balloons. So I at first thought, why do you need a different pattern when the construction pattern comes with the ruler? But you need the separate directions because it's going to tell you where to lay your light fabrics. It's going to tell you, like this one, you really have to pay attention because it's very specific to create that snail's trail. So let me show you how. See right here, here's a finished block for the table runner. And you've got to lay out your fabrics. You're only using 3 fabrics. So you've got a light fabric, the red and the blue. You can do it in any color, but there's a definite specific way to lay it out. Whereas the Sweet 16 is just scrappy all the way. And if you do the Going My Way, you have to have all the lights on one side and then your scraps on the other side. So the patterns are a necessity if you want to do the project like the pattern is. If you just want to make a scrappy quilt, totally wonky, you can get away with just getting the ruler and all the directions are in there. So it's going to tell you to start. It tells you the sizes to cut for your first round. So I've already sewn my first round because you don't need to see that. It's kind of repetitive. This is what it's going to look like when I'm all finished. So this is one all finished. And I just did Scrappy for the batik. I did a Moda Grunge for the black. And so I have my first round done. Now I'm going to line it up on my ruler. So I'm going to find round 1A, and I'm going to put that round 1A right here. You can see the big black. Here it is, round 1A. I'm going to lay that down right on the center of my block. And you can see how I'm going to trim that off. So we're just going to get right in here and trim it. And then for the other side, I'm going to twist it around, and I'm going to twist the ruler also so that I have 1B. Then I'm going to line 1B up with my block. So I've got 1B over the center block again. And I'm going to trim it up. So it gives me a little bit of anxiety that I'm literally throwing away all this fabric. But then I remind myself I'm not actually throwing it away. I'm giving it to dog beds. So this is the first round of the Wonky ruler. And then I'll take the next round, and you always start at the same side and continue around to the right. So also this one here, and then use your little roller or your iron to iron it. And then you'll sew this one to here. And then you'll go around and you'll sew all of them. This one's going to go here. And then this one's going to go here. So once you get that round sewn, then you're going to take, let's see, 2A, and you're going to line that up with your center again. And you can see I haven't sewn it just because for time's sake, but then I'm going to trim it here and here. Then I'll flip it around. I'll flip the block around, and I'll flip to round 2B, and then I'll trim it again. So this here is what it would look like at round 2. So this one is round 1. This is round 2. And then once you get round 3 sewn on, then you'll take your ruler and you'll trim it up to the 10.5 inches, because you will have a little bit of extra. So then you trim it up to the 10.5 inches. And this is what your finished block looks like. All right, any questions there, girls and gentlemen? Let me see. Rondi, it is a super cool ruler. I kind of thought it was not really necessary because you could just cut Wonky. Because I've done that a lot of times, especially when I'm adding borders on, I'll cut them askew just to give a project interest. But for this purpose with the Wonky log cabin, I think that the ruler is necessary. Although Phyllis Holmes proved that it's not really necessary, but you do get a totally different project in there. It won't be consistent. So, but she made one block and she turned it into a, well, she hasn't turned it into it yet, but she did the Wonky ruler. Then she used her hexagon ruler to make a hexagon. And then she added on some more borders, and she's making maybe a little table topper to put a plant on top of, which we thought was all of us thought was kind of funny, that you make a table topper and then you put a plant on it and then you don't see all your hard work. Maybe after Easter, Sue, for sure. This is like not the right time to start new projects because you've got to finish Christmas projects. Debbie Brown, we do sell the ruler. We do sell the ruler, and you can call the shop. Oh, we didn't scroll the banner. Hang on a second. I'll give you the number to scroll. Sometimes we can't get ahead of ourselves. Let me edit it so Mary Beatty doesn't think it's the wrong date. What's today's date? Okay, hang on a second. It's hard for us to keep up with ourselves. Okay, so you can call the number that's scrolling on the bottom, that's our number. You can call us and you can buy it. The log cabin ruler is $32.99. $32.99. We will have it on Wednesday's sale also. So if you're new to watching us, Mondays we do demos. We try to teach you something. And then Wednesdays we have a live sale where we hold up a bunch of different items. I do want to tell you though, do not let your dog or your puppy get a hold of your Scrappy tape. So we've been trying to use up our scraps because we're drowning in them. So the Scrappy tape is not supposed to look like this. This is like it's like cement. It should be very, very loose. I'll have to do a new demo on it when I can afford to buy a new roll of this. No, Gracie's puppy got a hold of it and thought it was a chew toy. So here is what my project looks like. It's you can see here it's all like bubbly. So don't get it wet, don't iron it, don't let your puppies have it. I think I can salvage this, but don't iron it. So if you guys bought Scrappy tape, it should look nice like this, not puckery like this, but that's because the dog slobbered on it. So Scrappy tape, somebody asked what it was. It's an interfacing, a wash away interfacing stabilizer. You sew your scraps to it like this. It stabilizes your scraps so you don't have a lot of biased edges. So you can use your leftover blocks here. It kind of makes your project look kind of like a crazy quilt. And you can always go back and watch our YouTube or our Facebooks. If you just search for Scrappy tape, it will pop up which ones have that demo. Okay, let's see. What other questions do we have? Victor will not do a countdown to Easter because he only loves Christmas. Okay, let's see. I love brunch for everything, Mary Beatty. Mo, I did not know that the Wonky ruler came in 3 sizes. I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, here's the patterns. If you want any of them, just type in which one you want. A lot of you already have them, so don't type it in if you've already got it. So we've got the 2 Wonky totes, and it has the construction for tote assembly and finishing. All of these, you use the main pattern that comes with the ruler. And then we have the Going My Way, which ends up being 52 by 72. Going My Way is 52 by 72. You could, if this is using all one fabric for the lights and then Scrappy for the darks, but you could totally use Scrappy lights if you wanted to work on that to get rid of all your lights that you have Scrappy. And what I was doing, because I'm trying to be organized, although it did me no good today. I couldn't find any of my fabrics that I needed. But I now have a pile of, I was sorting them out in ones that would work on the 2.5-inch Scrappy tape and ones that work in the 5-inch Scrappy tape. But the Wonky ruler lends itself really well to the 2.5-inch jelly roll strips. So you could just buy a jelly roll. You don't have to use up your scraps. Okay, then we have the bubbles, baubles, and balloons. And if you only wanted to do a smaller version, you could totally do just 2 rows of it and turn it into a baby quilt. Or you could do a table runner with any of these, really. Here's the garden table runner. So they have used the same fabrics repeated. So they're really only using 3 greens and three of the brighter colors. And these patterns are all $3.99. And then we have the Wonky Waves table runner, which you could do in Christmas colors. You could do in Easter colors. You could do it in any color. But it does kind of remind me of the Snail's Trail. And then we have the Sweet 16, which is very scrappy. So to me, this one is completely scrappy. You can use any color anywhere. There's just no rhyme or reason. So that one's a really good one to use up your scraps. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. Thanksgiving is... I thought we had 2 weeks till Thanksgiving, Victor. You are not on my favorite list right now. June, puppies are important. I don't know. When your kids move away and you inherit the puppy, it might not be as important as if you picked out your own puppy. Okay, let's see if I missed any of your comments. The small quilt on the wall with the flowers. Oh, this one is Virginia Robertson. Who said that? I love the small quilt.
Sue Crater.
Sue, weren't you in Virginia Robertson's Hollyhock class? This quilt, we do have the Hollyhock House quilt pattern if you want it. It's literally like a book. There's so many different patterns and directions in here. It is $33.95. But we do have all a year's worth of instruction by Virginia Robertson on this quilt. But I think, Sue, you have access to that. For some reason, I think you were in that class. I could be wrong. Let's see. Oh, Rayanne wants to know if we're doing the auction for the Nightmare Before Christmas. We could do a couple of auctions today. I was going to save the samples for Wednesday, though. I think we're going to save them for Wednesday, Rayanne, just because I don't know when the vet's going to call me to pick up Gracie's dog, which should be any second. The 5.5-inch square ruler. I do not have a 5.5-inch square ruler. I'll look at that. Jody, I'll look at that and then let you know. I'll look into that and tell you. But I don't think you're going to need a 5.5-inch square ruler. I think you could square it up with your smaller rulers. I hate to sell you a ruler that's just for one project. And I know, like, I use my 6-inch ruler a lot, but I don't know if a 5.5-inch ruler would come in super handy. But I'll look at the pattern and let you know. Let's see. Oh my, Julie Gibson, I have 2 addresses for you. I've left you several messages. So I don't know if I have the right phone number for you, but I have 2 addresses for you. So I need to know where you want me to ship your box. Your box has been ready for a week or 2. Okay, I'll need the Wonky ruler and toe pattern plate. Okay. All right, Becky, we'll get that to you. And we'll do another free Zoom on the Wonky ruler. For all the stuff, all the projects that we've sold you, we'll do a few free Zooms just so that we can get you jump started. Because I don't want you just to be a collector of the blue sky. What? I have no idea what a blue sky is, Sue. The smaller one oh, this one. That is a row by row. It's super easy. It was collaged. So this is, if you want to do this, you do not need a class on it. All I did is I used my rotary cutter and I just cut a curve because nothing in life is straight in landscaping. So I just cut a little soft curve with my ruler, sewed the 2 pieces together. I know you don't think that it's going to work, but it does. And then I just I fussy cut out all the flowers and just appliqued them on. It was super quick.
It's ocean water, not sky.
It is ocean water, yes. Can I see I think I showed you the Wonky Patterns Mo. Okay, let me see. All right, did I miss anybody's questions? Okay, Mississippi. Perfect, Julie. I'll get that in the mail tomorrow to you. Okay, so I think that is it for tonight because I don't want to miss the vet. We will see. I do have these. These will be on Wednesday's sale, but we don't only have a limited number. So if you want them, let me know so that we can get them on order again. So I have these 2 zippers from Lori Holt. There's 8 zippers in each pack. So just depending on what colorway you want, they're $15. So that's less than $2 a zipper. They're double zippers. They open up both ways. And then she does have a panel that goes with it. And we will do a free Zoom on this also. But it is, so if you've never done a bag, welcome to my world. But we're going to learn we're going to master zippers on this. So she has this is a little bit heavier canvasy fabric. But on this, let's see, I believe it's 8 different bags. And you just cut along the dotted line. So the panel is, I read the directions briefly, but they look like they're going to be super easy to make. So if you want this, because only 7 come on a bolt, so I'm going to have to order another bolt. S141 is $25, and that's going to make 8 bags. As you can see, it's much bigger than me. So that is S141 is $25. So it'd make cute, quick Christmas gifts. I think we'll do the free Zoom on this the 1st of December so we can get them made in time for Christmas. So just in case there's more of you that want it, we can order it real quick and get it so we can get them in time for Christmas. Okay, that's all I have for now. Will they work on clam bags? Yes. Mary Beatty, these would work on the clamshell bags. I believe they would work on pretty much anything. They are, it does not say how big they are, but they're definitely folded. Well, I don't want to start lying to you until I get it sewn to know. But they are they're at least 9 inches. So they would definitely work in the clam up bag. And I'll talk to Victor and see if he wants to do the clam up bag demo again. I know he's got all the steps ready for a demo. So unless he sewed them all up last night, which is totally possible with Victor, we'll see if he'll do it again. Okay, that is all we have. I'll go back and read up. Oh, he says you need an 18 to 20 inch for the medium clam up bag. Okay, I'll open up one of these packages and see what size they actually are because it does look like they're folded over, but I can't really tell. So I'll open it up and look. All right, all that information will be on Wednesday. And we'll have the live auction. So make sure that you show up Wednesday, 4 o'clock. We will be doing live auctions of our samples to get those to you so you can have them in time to sew your label on and get them in the mail for Christmas gifts. All right, see you guys soon. Have a good night. Go get some sewing done. Go sew something. All right, bye.